round of All Caps. It's sponsored by New Era. It's getting pretty cold in New York. I know I'm complaining about it a lot, guys, but it is unseasonably freezing. And so we've got these awesome caps, all 32 caps on the table. These guys have a bye, but I'm wearing them because they're all so mad about my Fight My Five rankings, and they're not in them. So at least we have this.
As
love to
starters
the Packers.
in the
Let's
NFL.
break this stuff down, guys. Pick a hat that
Minimizing
suits
the
and answers
negative.
the question. It was a wild Week 10. There were upsets all over the NFL. Grab the cap of the team that can put themselves in the best team in the league convo with a win in Week 11.
So it can't be that one.
Who
That's
needs?
off the board. All right.
Yeah.
You want this one, Shreks?
That's
Go
why I
ahead.
put
Go
it
ahead,
on my
Nate.
head.
All right, I'll jump right in. Woo-wee! Whoa! Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with these Texans. Here's the thing. We know it's going to be a tall order, right? They have a tough game up against the Ravens. They have a chance to win them. They have all of the skill set on offense and defense to pull off a victory. If they get the victory, that means they'll be 7-3, which means you beat two of the top teams in the AFC, the Ravens and the Chiefs. And guess who they got Week 13?
We got
them Patriots. So with those three teams, if you knock those off, of course we're going to start mentioning these guys as the best team in the NFL. And not to mention, if you're not mentioning Deshaun Watson as the MVP candidate, you tripping.
It does kind of feel like a flavor of the week conversation this season. Last week it was all Niners. Remember we were talking Niners. They lose, and now it's all Ravens. Remember these guys? They've been on a bye. They had the greatest defense of all time. It's the New England Patriots. I think they go in. They beat the Eagles handily. Suddenly it's, oh, wait a second. We forgot. Belichick and Brady still play up in Foxborough.
Yeah.
Slow down, Lamar. You'll see you guys again. I'm saying Patriots.
Give me that
They're not so hot right
Going
now.
there, they're not.
Yeah, I mean, Nate, cute Texans hat. It's always these guys. It was these guys when I was 25. It's going to be these guys when I'm 45. It's these guys. It must be the middle of the season because we're saying, I don't know, the Patriots. No, it's these guys. Remember it, always.
Oh, the
Always.
team that got smoked by the Ravens?
Yeah, November, Nate. We'll see
That's
you in January.
the one.
Houston's always there. Right. You can count on Houston.
Is it fair to say
Yes.
that Week 11's crunch time, that there are there must-win games in Week 11?
Make a break. Let's go.
do it.
Grab the team that's in a must-win situation Week 11.
I just
right.
mentioned these guys. Arizona Cardinals are up ahead for the San Francisco 49ers. Can't lose it now. Okay, you're 8-0. You're the talk of the town. You come in here. Where's this logo?
Take that tag off. Shrek, rip it off.
That's it. Niners fans, you've never felt cooler than right now.
That's the franchise tag, Peter.
This is it.
Hey.
You got to win against the Cardinals because up ahead on the schedule, you still got the Ravens, still got the Packers, still got the Saints, still got the Rams, still got Seattle in Seattle. It is funny how quickly that bloom could be off the rose if you don't get these wins that you have to win. The Cardinals are a game you must win, especially in your building. San Francisco loses to Arizona, we might be done talking about the Niners in that elite conversation this season. We might be wondering what is wrong.
What's wrong over here? Something's wrong with this picture.
Whoa.
Oh, this is a
Take your pick here, guys. Take your pick. 2 for Thursday. You know, there's something known that the term that we throw on sometimes in the professional wrestling, especially in the territorial days when wrestlers would jump from company to company, and known as the loser leaves town match. Look, this is the NFC, all right? It's not the old JV AFC. Either one of these teams loses, the Rams or Bears, bye-bye. You ain't getting in. The Rams, the Seahawks, the Niners are too good. The Bears, the Vikings, and Packers are too good. This is a playoff game between Jared Goff and Mitch Trubisky. You love it, people. This is the one. I could have put on 3 hats.
Guys,
What do you think?
I can't quit these Colts, man. I don't know what it is about this team.
You
They
shouldn't.
dropped back-to-back games. They're at 5-4, and now they're at a 3-way tie with the Steelers and the Raiders. But yet and still, they got a shot. Jacoby Brissett is back versus the Jags. This could change everything. So for me, I'm going with the Colts because I feel like with the way Jacoby Brissett plays, he takes care of the ball. They got Marlon Mack at running back. We get a healthy T.Y. Hilton. That defense with Darius Leonard anchoring them. I just feel like this team has everything, but they have to stay healthy. And with Jacoby back, we'll see what they do this weekend. They need to win bad.
Are you trying to start a trend, or let's talk about this?
Trying. It's already over. You only win 1 hat? I wear many hats on the show.
You're about to do Madam Adams.
Yeah,
I like
maybe.
it. Finally, grab the cap of the team who will have the biggest fantasy stud that I need to know about in Week 11. Ooh. Listen, Russell Wilson, there's a fantasy stud. You can't play him. You can't play Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, all of those guys. I'm wearing the guy who's quarterback fantasy premier.
Has he just been amazing in fantasy?
Just insane. That's
Rushing.
The one thing I got right, Triggs, was he's going to be a top 5 guy. Ugh.
All right, I'm going to jump right in.
Balances out Le'Veon Bell.
I know everybody wants to jump off the Cowboys bandwagon, but Dak Prescott is still that dude. My man averaging over 300 yards. You like that?
Oh, he's
That's
been
pretty
great.
good, right?
Great.
I mean, he's only averaged around 250 in his
been
career. He has 18 TDs this year, Kay.
I like that.
His career high is 23. So obviously he's on a different type of level. And on top of that, the Lions defense, my forward team, they're ranked 28. So you want fantasy points? Go get this guy, Mr. Hip Turn before the game.
I've learned something from you on the fantasy side, Kay, this season. It's look at the matchups. Look at the best matchups. And I just watched the Ravens run all over the Bengals, and they're still running all over the Bengals. The Raiders have a rookie playing the Bengals. Jacobs. If I'm picking one player, I'm picking my pick for the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year this season. It's this kid out of Alabama. He was great when it mattered most last week against the LA Chargers on Thursday night. Full week to rest that shoulder that's been banged up quite a bit. And now he goes up against a Bengals defense that has been surrendering a lot of yards. It's a home game in Oakland. Give me Josh Jacobs, my pick for what? Offensive. R-O-R-O-Y-O-Y.
Okay.
He's
Offensive
top,
rookie player.
top
Hello,
10
MNOP.
fantasy running back. He's
All
got
you want is fantasy is consistency.
7 touchdowns. Mhm.
7 touchdowns for
Rushing
Josh?
touchdown.
This guy's going to have 37 catches. Michael Thomas, this is the simplest thing. Saints, Bucks, there's nothing worse than white-knuckling in fantasy against a team that has a sure thing. You play Michael Thomas in fantasy, it's like he's just getting started at 12 catches. Every single week, he's on pace for, I looked at it, guys, 311 catches he's going to have this year.
That's it.
Can't guard like 311 catches. This is the guy. Every week, look out.
Does he have 1,000 yards already?
I don't know the
I
yards.
think he's the only receiver that has 1,000
does.
yards, but I'll have to look that up. There we have it. All caps, or if you're cool, you do both. Why doesn't
right.
it work for me?
Well, I have a lot of surface area on my head.
Hey,
so it
Ravens
works.
fans won't like that. You know, the Baltimore Colts once were a team.
All right, coming up next, we got action tonight kicking off Week 11. Minka Fitzpatrick balled out since joining the Steelers. I need to know a little bit more.
I got you. Break it down.
And we got a Super Bowl 52 rematch on Sunday. The Patriots looking to take some revenge against the Eagles. I feel like we haven't talked enough about this one.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
The real hero is our hair designer.
Michael Thomas have 1,000